Coming on board as the head coach after the previous head coach, Lynn Roberts, took the head coaching job with the LA Sparks. And who recruited her to be the head coach of the LA Sparks but Reagan Peebley, who is the former head coach at TCU.
Man, such a small world.
It is tiny in here, and it is a great crowd as well for a ranked top 25 Big 12 matchup. Number 10, TCU, 6-0 in Big 12 action, and Utah coming off of a loss to Baylor. They're 4-2 in the Big 12. And early on, Taylor Bigby gets an open look from three in the corner. Comes up short. Maddie Wilkie, who is starting for Kennedy McQueen and has the last 4 games now, pulls down the board. To two of the highest scoring teams in the nation. Three-pointer out of the corner, in and out by Wilkie, but the offensive rebound tracked down by Utah and taking steps. There will be a lot of long makes in this game, but a lot of long misses as well. Both these teams shoot at least 25 threes a game. They love to shoot from beyond the arc. Bigby looking inside, trying to post up Sedona Prince, but she's not available. Prince does get it inside. It's going to be a good matchup against Torrey. Instead, Agnes Eminoku flying through the lane. Can't hit. Out of bounds. Prince is on a roll right now. 24 points a game over her last 4. She's the leading scorer during Big 12 play of any Big 12 player, of course. And then Utah's Torrey has been outstanding this season. The transfer after 4 years at Rhode Island. Torrey takes it past Prince and cups it to the hole with the right hand.
And just because she has the ability to take it off the bounce and she also has three-point shooting ability, you've got to respect her at all 3 levels.
Not quite as tall as Prince is, but Torrey has length at 6'3". Prince listed at 6'7". Prince going to work with the right-handed hook, and they've each scored a bucket. Top 40 in the nation, and TCU top 20 in the nation. TCU, meanwhile, third best in the conference in turnover margin, a plus 4.4. They've taken care of the ball well, and of course, one of the leading assist teams in the nation, and three-point shooting. Utah playing without Kennedy McQueen. They call her Lightning. Great three-point shooter and defender. Into the lane, the point guard, Vieta, can't hit with the right-handed hook. It did not touch rim. Late in the shot clock, Vieta grazes the rim on the 3. But Connor there for the board.
Good awareness there by TCU to know to sell out hard to that shot clock.
Great pick and roll. Huge pass by Connor, pocketing it right back to the Sedona Prince. What have you thought about Mark Campbell really shortening the bench lately as Neepkins goes back door? Beautiful feed by Johnson.
You know, when we've asked him about it, he said these are the people who have proven themselves throughout the summer and throughout practice. And so, you know, when you practice well, that you get an opportunity to play.
Wraparound pass. Robertson. Dead-eye shooter from 3. She's nearly 50% from triple land this season. Utes 2 of 6 from the field, but the big problem, the 5 turnovers. Again, an opportunity against a smaller player for Torrey, crawling off the rim, and in their 90-81 win over UCF on Tuesday, at 29 assists. That was a high in a Big 12 game for TCU. Going right is the lefty, Hailey Van Lith. TCU not shooting it overly well so far, just 5 of 14 from the field. Good feed inside to Chris. Tried to whip it through. Ross finds it. Now Neepkins on the baseline. Van Lith all over her. Reposted inside to Ross. Been very effective inside the lane. At the foul line, 65% this season. Just a gritty.
And that's what you need, a dog who wants to get down there and get dirty and really try to get your team extra possessions and doesn't shy away from anything that the opponent is doing. 2
very needed foul shots go down for Utah. It's got TCU's lead down to 6. Utah's only scored 6, of course, but this high-powered TCU team not scoring in bunches yet. Hailey Van Lith gets the matchup she likes. Away from the ball. A foul call.
You've got to make a decision of, you know, what am I going to do? Because
it's coming off that broken foot last year, had it in December against BYU, only played 8 games last season. 1 of 2. She rarely misses at the line. She was 94%. Back to Van Lith. Again, Prince, 1v1 inside, and Chris fouls her. So Sedona Prince playing in her 90th career game today. Back for basically her 7th year of college basketball this year. And, man, what have you liked about her last 4 games? She's been over 20 in every one of them.
I think her consistency. I talked to her last game, and she said, I'm focusing on being healthy and being consistent.
Back to Chris, but now a lot of things going through Neepkins. Picked up by Van Lith. And Van Lith has already been a top 20 defensive player in the nation this year. 2 fouls. Late in the first quarter, Neepkins knocks down both of the free throws. She's got 5. Utah back within 7. Utah coming off a loss to Baylor, had a tough start in Waco on Tuesday. Not able to recover. Hunter in the ISO against Neepkins. Now gets it to Prince. 10 to shoot it for Connor. Round the screen. Back to Prince. Prince adjusts, hits it, and one. Sedona Prince already up to 9 points in this one. Trying to get back to the line. Squeeze down the game a bit. Walker now with 10. Neepkins back to Walker. Neepkins doubled up. Three-pointer from the wing comes up way short. And TCU has it back with 2 seconds.
They knew exactly what was coming. The flare screen there for Neepkins after she got it up.
Good if it goes here, but strong for Donovan Hunter.
And so other players for Utah are going to have to step up, especially with McQueen out.
Shot clock, game clock, we're not in sync. That's the reason for the delay. If you're just joining us, Hailey Van Lith has already picked up 2 fouls. So is Taylor Bigby for TCU. That's 2 of their starters on the floor with 2 fouls apiece. Oh, what a move by Van Lith, but she comes up short after winning the race to the bucket. Vieta comes out the other side for Utah. The Utes looking for some transitional points, something easy through the lane. Ross, so good at finishing at the bucket. These players know how to play without fouling. Madison Connor whips it out. Agnes Emanopu wide open, and she fills it up from outside.
I love when she gets those threes to go down. She shoots it at a really high clip. Does Agnes Emanopu, 40.4% from the 3.
Touch fouls, offensive fouls. Yeah, TCU has seen it all so far. Still, they lead by 11 thanks to holding Utah substandard from the field so far. Prince from up top, 17-footer goes down. Only 7 to shoot. Around the screen by Johnson. Neepkins leaves Bigby in the dust. Over Prince. Can't hit Bigby. Comes down for the rebound for TCU and wants to run. Horned Frogs with the big lead already at 13. Madison Connor, the offense has gone through her. Connor retreats, fires for 3, bangs it down.
Madison Wilkie was doing everything in her power to not let Madison get the catch. But still, again, she doesn't need a lot.
This TCU team is so tough to defend. And then Maddie Wilkie is able to pick up the run-busting bucket with the reverse.
And Utah, they get it up really quickly, so TCU is going to have to do a better job of getting back in transition and getting set.
Still a big lead here for the Horned Frogs. Van Lith behind the screen. She shoves it up and rolls it down. Coming off 6 threes in her last game, Hailey Van Lith pumps it in.
TCU's 4 of their last 4, so coming out after that timeout and really making an impact.
And from outside, already their 4th made 3. Catch and shoot triple. Maddie Wilkie has back-to-back buckets. Really developed as a leader as well this season. 6th all-time in Utah history in assists for 59 coming into the game. Agnes Emanopu decided to shoot before she caught that ball.
And so it's a good matchup here with these 5 on the floor.
Maybe open the game up a little bit. That's a great point. Neepkins, great wraparound feed, and left alone as Jenna Johnson pursues. 4th team foul on Utah. Van Lith open for 3, rains it in from the corner. TCU turning it on offensively. Can Utah respond? No, they cannot. Playing without Kennedy McQueen, but again, one of the best teams in the Big 12. And the freshman Walker picks up the foul. That's going to send Van Lith to the free throw line. And when you don't have Kennedy McQueen, you're missing a player that's such a great three-point shooter. It helps so much against a great guard-heavy TCU team.
For sure, and she's experienced. She was a 3-time All-Pac-12 honorable mention, so you hate those little turnovers.
Ross going to work. Beats Agnes Emanopu with speed. Reese Ross
with some team defense to get a turnover.
Torrey had only turned it over 33 times all season coming in. She's got 5 turnovers in the first half. No call here. Hunter left open. Bangs it down. Nothing but net.
She's been knocking them down because they leave her open, and so that's really good job by her.
Neepkins inside to Ross. Needing a settling bucket. Ross rims it out, but grabs her own miss. Another chance for Utah. Ross retreats to the corner. Her 3, way over the top. And knocked off of a couple players, I think. We're going to get another foul against Walker. And 75 feet the other way. Scoring the ball 18 points a game, but I mean, she's got a real chance to have the most assists in a season for a TCU player. Neepkins grinding and grind. It's been a grind in the first half for Utah, but finally a bucket for Maya Torre as she twirls it up inside. Torre averaging 13 points a game in her first year after 4 at Rhode Island.
And that's a good job of just taking advantage of that mismatch. Madison was late on the help.
Oh, Connor, right on time here. Madison Connor, a trio of triples in the first half.
If you leave her open, whether you're falling or not, she's going to knock that down.
Torre against Robertson. Off balance, but that's a pretty finish for Maya Torre. Here's Connor. Connor gives it up. Van Lith, call for the walk.
TCU team, and I think her leadership, her experience has definitely shined through.
Final moments of the first half. It will count if it goes, but it doesn't off the glass for Maddie Wilkie. Career is over. And what a wonderful moment. So full circle for this TCU team that's in such a different place a year and a half after Mark Campbell took over.
Yeah, she stepped up to a D1 basketball team trying out, and still has stuck through. She did everything throughout the summer this year with the team and the preseason, and so has really been an integral part for TCU, and so really great that she gets rewarded with that scholarship.
Had D2 offers coming out of high school, decided to forego those just to start her academic career at TCU, and look at what has transpired. And even better from three-point land. Connor inside the lane, good adjustment through contact, but misses inside. Neepkins crashes in for the rebound.
And TCU's missed a couple of layups there, throughout this game thus far.
Standing straight up, Prince not able.
Just a high IQ player.
Madison Connor, a long 2 and 2 triples in the first half. Back out front, Prince from the head of the circle, too strong. Long rebound to Vieta, point guard for Utah, burns up the floor. Cross-court feed somehow gets through to Wilkie. Neepkins slithering, given some space, and rolls down a 3. Bigby fell down. Once the two-man game, Connor inside, Prince, easy finish.
And you can't get backside help on there because you've got Hailey Van Lith on that weak side who's capable three-point shooter. And so it's just the offense that TCU has is so dynamic.
But coming right back and one. Oh, yeah, such a valuable offensive piece.
They're a high-power offense, and so, they weren't going to stay down for too long.
Absolutely not. Connor tries to wrap around a pass. What a steal by Gianna Neepkins.
Such an athletic play there by Neepkins. But TCU trying to get it back.
Can't do it. The Prince blocks the shot. It's out of bounds. Last touch by Agnes Eminofer. A few more turnovers this half for TCU, and they get Connor out of the game. Taylor Bigby is back in. Bigby trying to defend on Neepkins.
They're trying to ice, so that means that you're jumping out ahead of where she's trying to go.
Neepkins just an outstanding player. Trying to get out of a little bit of a slump. They lost 2 of their last 3, and now down here to TCU by 14, but they've cut the lead down, and Hailey Van Lith unable to hit. Good job by Wilkie to stand up against her. Wilkie inside. Ross running the floor for 2.
And that is just great offense in transition for Utah. You've got Neepkins in the corner, so Bigby did not want to help off, and it just leaves a wide open layup.
Outstanding start to the second half. An 11-2 run to open up the quarter. We're midway through the third. Exactly what Utah needed. Now Prince grinding, jumps a pass to Hunter, three-pointer, rolls it down.
A really good job to respond to what TCU's doing and come out strong.
Again, 2 quality teams. These are the only 2 teams who have beaten number 3 Notre Dame this season. Three-pointer from the wing. Vieta knocks down a key triple. And a good job by Neepkins to get all the way to the baseline to set it up.
Yeah, Vieta, she doesn't really like to take threes. She's capable of shooting it at 28.2%. But, again, just really needing to get on the board for Utah, and that's what she's done.
Prince grinding. Count it. And 1. Second foul on Jenna Johnson. As we mentioned, Utah did not have a big in there. That changes as Samantha Crisp, the junior forward, transfer from Boston University. Handoff. Getting downhill. Wilkie. Late in the shot clock now, only 10 to shoot. Crisp, not going to shoot it from there. Ross, trying to find something, but now only 4 to shoot. Deep 3 by Vieta. Off the mark, and Ross keeps it alive. Offensive rebound, three-pointer, sticking for Maddie Wilkie.
She gets a 3 up.
It is her third straight game in double figures, averaging 14 a game in her last two. Hook shot short by Sedona Prince. 12-point game. Utah is on the comeback trail. Vieta into the lane. Crisp gives it up. Utah playing much better offensively in this quarter. Neepkins. Hunter recovers. Outside, Crisp does try a three and rains it in. Samantha Crisp, that's her third triple of the season.
And Utah, this is the type of team that we're used to seeing shooting it from the three-point line.
Utes have made it a 9-point game. Hailey Van Lith makes it a 12-point game. Here comes Neepkins, down by 12. Crisp running the floor well. Great extra pass. Wing three by Ross, well off the mark, though. Ross 0 for 2 from distance, shooting 38%, though, this season. This balanced TCU team, though, high-powered. Sedona Prince bangs her way into Crisp for two. Bully ball.
Chris did everything she could to just kind of stay straight up without fouling, but Sedona just took advantage.
This game has opened up a lot more than the early moments. Ross turns around Agnes Emenopu, rolls it in, and one for Reese Ross. Earning so many big minutes for Utah.
We see that here in the third quarter of how they came out and really just put the gas to the pedal.
Oh, they're resilient, there's no doubt. Hunter behind the screen by Prince, ring it up. Donovan Hunter is hitting her shots in this game. She's got a...
I'm just so happy for her success and all the work that she puts in. She's always out here, getting shots up, and so to see him go down in the game is really great.
Wing three off the mark, and then Hunter comes back with a key defensive rebound.
And Coach Mark Campbell's telling him to get it out. It's time and score. You've got to be really smart about the possessions that you're getting.
Connor, the handoff. From 15, doesn't fall. Offensive rebound. Connor gets another chance. This time relocating for three. Comes up short. TCU takes a 13-point lead. Player that's made 33 threes on the season. Great to have you back with us in Fort Worth. Big 12 action, ranked on ranked matchup. A big one here in Fort Worth. We'll see if it goes down to the wire. 13-point lead for TCU as we head to the fourth quarter. A lefty shot does not fall. Only 8 to shoot. Van Lith and Prince in the two-man game. Van Lith crosses over. Deep two. Off the back rim. Long rebound.
She's gotten a couple O boards for TCU thus far. She's got to be smart.
Pardon me. Foul count is even. Free throw count pretty even as well. Torre goes inside. Quick spin move. Three-pointer from the wing. Wilkie knocks it down again.
Wilkie just finding a little bit of room to get one up.
First foul on Wilkie. Van Lith, good hesitation. Plays at different speeds. Fades and fires from the elbow to give TCU a 12-point lead.
She does the start and stop better than anyone I've seen lately in college basketball, and just makes you keep yourself on your toes.
Torre, great triple pivot inside. Comes up short, but Neepkins on the offensive board.
And that's what Utah does. They're going to attack the glass so hard.
Speaking of attacking, Vieta, tough shot inside against Van Lith.
And that was just a beautiful shot there by Vieta. She's a playmaker.
Again, pick and roll. Prince delivers.
And I think TCU guards, even though this is, Hailey Van Lith's first year playing with Sedona, they put the ball exactly where she needs it.
It's the great Sandora Irvin. The other one to do it back in 2004. It's normally a harbinger of wins to come when she scores at least 20. As TCU is 16-1 in previous games where she's hit the 20-point plateau. TCU by 11 after the 1 of 2 trip at the line. Connor on the backside, catch and shoot three, fill it up. Her third three of the night. And just as Utah was on the comeback trail, TCU's opened it back up again.
There's so many ways that TCU can score.
First bucket of the second half for Connor. Out of the corner, Neepkins. 7th long ball for Utah. Hailey Van Lith missing on the three. And here comes the Utes trying to get it back to single digits. Vieta, the fastest player on the floor.
Good job by Hailey to just really get down in a stance and get her stopped.
Neepkins has her third.
Yeah, it's going to see how it goes down the stretch, because Utah's not going away. They're keeping this game close, and so having your key players out is definitely going to make a difference for TCU.
Utah trailed by 21 at the half. Prince, handoff to Connor. Back to Prince. Had some time, but lost it. And ahead of the pack, all the way to the bucket to make it a 6-point game.
11 of those of this half are from Neepkins, like you said, 7 from Vieta.
Utah trying to knock down another giant, just like they did against Notre Dame this year. Connor turns the corner, can't hit the bucket.
So I think they do a little bit of more of that. Foul trouble and making free throws that will extend this lead.
Loses it low, gathers it back, drives on Prince, who's playing with 4 fouls. Only 6 to shoot now for Vieta. Torre for 3. Oh, that would have been big for Utah.
Great rebound there by Aaliyah Robertson. Didn't even look to where the ball was going, just made sure her player was boxed out well.
Midway through the fourth quarter, looked like it was going to be a runaway for TCU, but Utah has made it more than a game. Prince from the elbow, fires it in. Back to the point guard, Ines Vieta. Only 3 to shoot, throws it away. A rare second half turnover for Utah.
And TCU doing a good job on that defensive end. It was a point of emphasis coming after the UCF game.
Can Utah get the stops they need to stay in this one? It's one of the best offensive teams in the nation. In this combination, Van Lith given too much space, and she's over 20. This game's been called tightly. 8th offensive rebound for Utah. Down by 12 with just over 2 minutes to play. Vieta, nowhere to go. Wilkie. Now in the post, Neepkins grinding against Agnes Eminoku. Count it! And one. What a matchup. Coach Gavin Peterson saying she's at about 90 to 95% coming off last year's broken foot. There's another level she can take. Back out to Hailey Van Lith. Stops and starts. 1 to shoot for Agnes Eminoku, and the desperation. Utah got it down to 6. They could do so again here with a 3. Neepkins. Johnson gets it back to Neepkins. Agnes Eminoku. Matchup of 2 grinders. Here's Vieta against Hailey Van Lith in the post. And that's a foul call on Hailey Van Lith. Van Lith picked up her second way back late in the first quarter, but did a good job playing without fouling until that point. She makes it a 7-point game. 1 minute left.
And now you have a veteran point guard in Hailey Van Lith who's going to know time and score.
Utah over the limit. Hailey Van Lith, 82% at the line this season, 84% for her career. That is the first miss at the free throw line in the game for TCU.
TCU able to set their defense up because Utah's really trying to get the ball up quickly. They're in transition.
Vieta down in the post. 8-point game. Neepkins forces it up and rainbows one home. What a shot. Gianna Neepkins to keep her team in it, down by 5.
Such a beautiful shot there by Neepkins.
Ooh, and a long pass, but Connor recovers it. Utah, are they going to foul? Are they going to play it out? Surely they got to foul at some point. Neepkins did not want to, as Donna Hunter comes in for Madison Connor. Robertson at the line this season has been much improved. Utah, a shoe-in as well, a 6th seed for the NCAA tournament, according to Charlie's bracketology. 30 seconds left. Utah down by 7, putting Neepkins in the post against Agnes Eminoku, forces it up, and a foul. 3rd foul on Agnes Eminoku. Gianna Neepkins, now 7 of 10 at the free throw line. Makes it a 2-possession game again. Has a chance to match her season high of 24, which she's done now 4 times.
And able to get the best out of his players.
Says it's all about getting the most out of this team this year. Then he'll put his mark on the program later on. She's 4 of 4 at the line. Stays perfect. 3rd in the nation in win shares, according to her hoop stats. 1 of 2, and off the rebound, an immediate timeout. TCU up by 6. Just under 22 seconds left. The entry pass into Wilkie. Gets Neepkins open, leans into it. Three comes up short. The rebound kept alive, out of bounds. Last touched by Utah. But TCU can put it away at the free throw line. Here comes the entry pass, and before the ball came in, Hailey Van Lith, 5 of 6 at the foul line.
Utah is out of timeout, so that's something Donovan Hunter, you know, is going to pick up 94 feet with only 15 seconds left.
3-possession lead, up to an 8-point advantage. Horned Frogs may have put it away, putting the Utes to bed after a big comeback effort by Utah. Neepkins in the corner, crossing over. Given the 2-point bucket, that's a season-high 26 for her. Only 4 seconds left. Neepkins given a great second-half effort. 21 of her 26 in the second half. And she fouls out.
And so they've got a tough stretch coming up, and so they've got to watch this film, learn and grow from these last couple of games.
This is definitely the toughest test in conference that they have had, the best team. And they pass it. Final score, TCU 81, Utah 73, and the number 10 Horned Frogs move to 7-0 alone atop the Big 12.